Thank you so much. Good afternoon. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me again on this platform. Today I'm coming to you in the afternoon after a long day working. But I'm so happy that we are discussing things that are not only close to my heart, but that are very pertinent to our daily life today as Kenyans and as people who reside in this great continent of Africa. And in my last video, I began an intimate discussion about our constitution, and I talked about the power that has been bestowed upon you as a citizen of this great republic, that the constitution gives you all sovereign power. It is you to choose whether or not you're going to exercise that power. And if you don't exercise that power, you will be doing this country a great disservice. Now, today I continue the same discussion on the Constitution, and there's one article that really catches my attention. It is Article 10 of our Constitution. It talks about national values that are to govern our state organs, our public officers, and every person who, number one, interprets and implements the Constitution, and number two, those state organs, those people who are charged with the responsibility of enacting laws, interpreting those laws, and implementing the same. And the other category of people is those people who are charged with the responsibility of enacting public policy and implementing the same. There are very pertinent national values that should guide them, should govern all their affairs, and especially we as private citizens. President Obama says that the biggest, greatest ever office to occupy in any republic is that of a private citizen. A private citizen is the most beautiful office because it bestows on you certain privileges and responsibilities that you must do and you must enjoy as that citizen. So in this Article 10, I am touched by two principles, two national values that are at the beginning of Article 10 of Article 2, and that is patriotism and national unity. Now, patriotism, when you talk about patriotism, it is defined as that deep, devoted love for one's country. A devoted love, deep sense of responsibility and love towards your country. You are able to defend your country. You are able to stand up for your country. You are able to say, hey, I'm proud to be called a Kenyan. That is patriotism. And today, I know most of you have heard our army, our Kenya Defense Forces. We woke up to the news that they were attacked by an Al-Shabaab militant in Somalia, and we want to pray for our military families. These are men and women in uniform who lay their lives down for our safety. These are men who've given up everything, and they say they are driven by a deep sense of patriotism towards their country. They can go in a foreign land and flush out an enemy so that we back at home can continue with our lives in a peaceable manner, in a secure environment, without being afraid of any terrorist attack. And we want to pray for our defense forces, the Kenya Navy, the Kenya Air Force, the Kenya Army. You are in our thoughts and prayers. When you talk about patriotism, we're talking about you love the country because it has a beautiful soils. It's a beautiful environment, climate. You can drive in the rural areas. You can drive in the Rift Valley. You can go to Mombasa on the beach and enjoy. That is one way that you love your country. But patriotism patriotism, first of all, begins with loving your fellow countrymen and countrywomen. That you love your neighbor as you love yourself. Patriotism drives you to look at your neighbor not based on the color of your skin or the sound of their last name, but you look at them as a people that you share the same cradle land and the same destiny, the same opportunities, and you are in this thing together. I want to urge you as Kenyans, let us be driven by a deep sense of patriotism towards our fellow Kenyans. When you see a Kenyan in need, don't just brush them off. When you see a brother in need, don't just brush him off. When you see families in trouble, go out for them. Stand up for them. When you see our women being battered and beaten and mistreated, you stand up and you say, none of that can continue in this country that I love so much. You stand up against all kinds of evil. Patriotism means that we have the same sense, or we are standing and facing the same direction. We are driven by the same sense of purpose. When we talk about corruption, we speak one language. When we talk about integrity, it is one language. When we talk about peace, it is one language. When we stand up against tribal leaders and people who want to divide us on tribal lines, we are speaking one language, that we Kenyans, we will not be divided on tribal lines. We will not be divided based on class. We will not be divided based on whatever other mechanism they put in place. We stand as one nation, one destiny, one people under God. And we love this country so much. We love our people. We love our children. We love our environment. We take care of our old men and women. We stand firm for the things that we know put us together and help us move in one direction, a direction of destiny and greatness and development. Be patriotic. The second value that is connected to patriotism is national unity. It has always been said that when President Nyerere of Tanzania took over the country of Tanzania, he built a nation. And when our founding fathers took over this country, they built an economy. In Tanzania, they built a culture of ujamaa and undugu. That is why there's so much in Tanzania, although I understand they have their own challenges. I want to challenge us as Kenyans. Let us maintain our bond of love towards one another. Let us stop looking at each other from the lenses of tribe, and let us start looking at one another as brothers and sisters, as a people belonging to one God. Let us build a sense of national unity. Wherever you go, speak to your brother, speak to your sister, speak to your neighbor, talk to them, encourage them. When we talk about national unity, it doesn't mean that we will not have differences. We have our own differences, differences of opinion, both political opinion, differences in the way we do our things. We are diverse so much based on our cultures, but we build one cohesive society. I've seen Kenyans stand up for one another in times of tragedy. I've seen Kenyans stand up with one another in times of victory. I've seen Kenyans demonstrate their love for one another in diverse circumstances. But my worry is when we come to politics, we are so divided. We are so much willing to shed innocent blood because of political opinion. I want you to get away from that. Politics is supposed to bring us together because we only have one country to build. And I love the songs in the famous song by Wainaina Eric, Daima Mimi Kenya, that always we are Kenyans. And I want to urge all of us, let us embrace these two national values of patriotism, a deep sense of love for your country. But whatever you do, in the small ways you do, if you're a civil servant, if you're a doctor, a teacher, if you're an entrepreneur, everything you do is driven by a deep sense of patriotism. Greediness and selfishness is put aside. But number two, we will build a country based on national unity. We are united as one country. We are not divided as a country. Thank you so much for joining me on this platform. Looking forward to community discussion with you. We are embracing our constitution. We are breathing life in this document. You have to read it, you have to embrace it, you have to proclaim it, you have to speak it to your leaders, guys who are running for political offices. Tell them, are they willing to go by the provisions of the constitution in everything they do, that they will not add salaries on themselves for right, left and center, but they will be so much moved by the plight of our mothers, the plight of our children. They will be moved and build one cohesive nation where nobody can put us asunder. Nobody can separate us. We are one country, one nation under God. Thank you so much. God bless you and God bless Kenya.